Welcome in, everybody, to the All-Out Dirt Tour season kickoff at the Huset Speedway. You're looking down at the number 14 Nutrition late model of Steven Shretlin as he rides behind the number 02. That's the kid, Nicholas Maynard. You see him here on the Booty Scoot Racing before in the Madness Racing League from Welford, South Carolina. Getting it dirty out here. Corey Tesner out on the racetrack, ripping his late model. That's a beautiful paint scheme. That Longhorn OTR late model ripping the top side of the racetrack. Guys, we are set for 50 laps of action-packed 30 racing here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. As I finish getting these overlays set up, guys, enjoy these guys. Dial in their late model race cars as we got 50 laps under our belts. Get strapped and locked and loaded here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. The All-Out Dirt Tour season kickoff at Huset's right around the corner. Back to the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You are looking down at the Huset Speedway down in the mud pit here at the bull ring. That's the number 14 of Steven Shretlin trying to dial in his race car. James Fountain from Greenville, South Carolina right behind him in that number 6 machine trying to do the same. Thank you for tuning in here. This is the All-Out Dirt Tour Super Late Model Series. These guys are going to be taking on 7 regular season races, fighting for 3 playoff races between 8 drivers, eliminating 4 after 2. Corey Tesner back out on the racetrack, trying to dial in that number 8 machine as we are moments away from qualifying here for the quick times in the Dirt Model Series and the All-Out Dirt Tour live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Make sure you press that like button, slap that follow button so you don't miss a thing here. Coming at you every 2 weeks, 30 on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Grab those Millers, grab those Bud Lights, grab those Swisher Sweets, ladies and gentlemen. Counting down the time here to quick times at the Huset Speedway here in the All-Out Dirt Tour season kickoff. Ladies and gentlemen, got about 11 drivers rounding out tonight's field. You can find yourself here, you fellow iRacers, in the All-Out Dirt Tour. Just make sure you hit them up. They are live right here in the stream. Got it pinned at the top of the comments section. DM them, everything free to join, free to race. They'll start taking invites at a certain point during the season. I'm very sure I'll have to ask the admin. Meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, this is race 1, the season kickoff. You see Corey Tesner and James Fountain throwing sliders back and forth on each other here, the rounding closing into practice. Corey Tesner looks bat fast on the top side. James Fountain down on the bottom side of the racetrack, making the beam work, or the berm, whatever, you name it. Sideways off the corner there. Corey Tesner painting a picture up on the top line. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the All-Out Dirt Tour season kickoff at the Huset Speedway live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Counting down the time to quick time. James Fountain currently fastest on the board. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you slap that like button, press that follow button. Coming at you each and every single week here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Something different always. Getting down and dirty here at the Huset Speedway. Counting down the time. The number 11 machine of Landon Huff coming out of pit road, counting down the time here. He's going to try to dial in, see what he's got, possibly trying to lock in a qualifying lap. There it is. That'll do it for the end of the practice session here in the Huset Speedway live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Landon Huff able to get a lap in there at least. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. Whose mother is that standing right there at the ticket booth? Somebody better hide her. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go ahead and take that moment of silence here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel while we get these guys ready to go here for qualifying. And who's going to be contestant lucky number 1? Contestant number 1, the 8 car, the Longhorn OTR machine of Corey Riptide Tesner, looking to rip the top side of the racetrack live here on the Booty Scooter Racing channel. Qualifying's underway for the quick time session. Corey Tesner stays on the top side of the racetrack. Across the front line, first lap is in the books here at the Huset Speedway. P2 for Corey Tesner so far. Down on the bottom side of the racetrack, he'll drive to the top side. Hog on the bottom, Corey Tesner for the final time here in his qualifying time. P2 still for Corey Tesner. Come out here, that's from Greer, South Carolina. That's Showtime Chase Johnson. In the wall. Switch over to Landon Huff. Landon Huff on the top side of the racetrack. He'll drive down on the middle side, keeping it off the wall. Landon Huff, P2 on the board. He'll scrape the wall there. James Fountain comes to the conclusion of his lap, rounding out the P5 spot so far. Kevin Ritchie sliding down on the bottom side of the racetrack. That Eubanks Oil number 57 machine will round out the 6th place spot here. No improvement. Here's the number 02 Maynard Motors machine of Nicholas Maynard from Welford, South Carolina. Through the middle, down the bottom side of the racetrack. Green flag's in the air for him for the first time. He'll scrape the wall. That slap will not count. Got to be quicker the next time. Got to avoid the wall wherever the 02 posts. Off of turns 3 and 4. White flag is in the air. He's got to keep it off the wall if he wants to get a great lap. Stays through the middle, nice and up and easy. Checker flag in the air for the qualifying session of Nicholas Maynard. He'll drove up to the 9th place spot. Ty Kernan out on the racetrack from Mooresville, North Carolina, driving that Yarborough 93 machine. He'll stay in the 6th place spot. Jimmy Watson, driving that number 1 machine, comes to conclusion of his qualifying lap as well. That'll round out the 10th place spot for him. It looks like that's everybody so far. See if I can't pull up a results from the qualifying session there. There it is. Boom. Steven Sharetlin in the number 14 rounds out tonight's quick time pole sitter. Landon Huff in his 11 machine will round out the side spot right beside him up front. In the second row, starting on the inside, will be number 07 of Tyler Bickford. Danny Miles driving his Nitro Speed Shop. Number, looks like 47 or 27, excuse me, not 121. Corey Riptide Tesner will round out that 5th spot in his number 8 machine. Ty Kernan Racing in the number 93 Ty Kernan machine. Seen him win the recruitment race here for the All-Out Dirt Tour. And these guys are going to go ahead and load it out on the racetrack, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get eyes on the prize here on the Booty Scooter Racing channel. Set for 50 laps of action-packed dirty racing here on the All-Out Dirt Tour for the Booty Scooter Racing channel. You guys get the privilege to watch it right here live. Steven Sharetlin up front. Guys rounding in the rest of the field. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll get tonight's starting grid lined up here. Setting the quick time in tonight's event for the first race of the season. That's the number 14 Nutrient Machine of Steven Sharetlin. Rounding out the outside pole spot, driving the number 11 machine. That's Landon Huff. Starting second row on the inside, the number 07 of Tyler Bickford. Corey Riptide Tesner will round out that 4th place spot on the outside second row. Danny Miles and his 21 machine from Brandon, Mississippi. The 19-year-old, 370 career wins here on the iRacing platform. Looking to make something shake here at the Huset Speedway. Lock himself in. The Ty Kernan to round out that 6th place spot. Third row. Bad race car. Again, seen him win the recruitment race here on the Booty Scooter Racing channel. James Fountain driving his DE manual. Number 6 machine down on the bottom side from Greenville, South Carolina. A couple Carolina kids in the field. Kevin Ritchie and his 57 Eubanks Oil Carry Hood machine will round out the 7th place spot on the outside. Nicholas Maynard on the inside. Rounding out the 9th place spot, his Maynard Motors machine. Looking to make something shake, get down and dirty here on the Booty Scooter Racing channel. Showtime Chase Johnson rounding out the tail end of the inside line. Jimmy Watson on the outside, rounding out the tail end of the field on the outside, driving the number 3 machine. Registered as the number 1 on the racetrack. Steven Sharetlin, your race leader here. Peter the pace car driving that beautiful lifted up truck around the Huset Speedway. You see the green flag in the air. It should be indicating 1 lap to go. We should see green flag action here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Next time around, Steven Shretland starts out on the first place spot on the front row, Landon Huff on the outside of it. Tyler Bickford on the inside in the third place spot with Danny Miles in the fourth place spot on the outside. Corey Tesner will round out that final fifth place spot on the inside with Ty Kernan on the outside in third row. Steven Shretland is ever going to wave it off. We'll do one more lap here of caution around the Huset Speedway. Steven Shretland will lead them back around. Hopefully next time around, green flag will be in the air. We'll be set here for 50 laps of action-packed racing here. The season kickoff at the Huset Speedway for the All-Out Dirt Tour. Points paid out to the top 5, 180, 60, 40, and 20. Points paid out to the R-Charger, most laps led, and every lap led is 1 point added to your total score. Got 11 drivers here tonight shaking out the Huset Speedway trying to take on the bull ring. Peter the pace car. Will he hang that left up here on the pit road? He will, ladies and gentlemen. Steven Shretland will bring him around here at the Huset Speedway, and we'll be set for 50 laps of action-packed racing here. Tighten those helmets, grab those beers, pop those tabs. Steven Shretland takes the green flag. We're live in Houston. Steven Shretland on the bottom side of the racetrack. Danny Miles falls back down to the fifth place spot. Landon Huffman up to the second place spot. Corey Tesner looks to the bottom side. Here comes Danny Miles on the outside. James Fountain. Door slamming with Danny Miles. Battle for the fifth place spot underneath our hand here. Lap 3 coming around. Danny Miles, James Fountain battling hard here for the fifth place spot at the Huset Speedway. Danny Miles to the bottom side of the racetrack. Danny Miles, if you're familiar with the Booty Scoot Racing channel, has won every single event here. When we get down and dirty on the Booty Scoot Racing channel from Brandon, Mississippi, trying to make something shake still here tonight. Corey Tesner scrapes the wall on the outside. He'll look to the top side of the number 11 machine. That's the 11 of Landon Huff. There'll be 3 wide down the front stretch here at the Huset Speedway. Door banging between Landon Huffman, Corey Tesner, and Danny Miles here. James Fountain's got something to say. He'll put his nose on the bottom side of the racetrack. 6 laps in the book here at the Huset Speedway. Battles all over this great racetrack. Corey Tesner, Landon Huff continue to bang doors here off turns 3 and 4. Corey Tesner looks to the inside of the 11 machine. He won't clear him, but look back down on the bottom side on the burner. The number 11 will land it up. Will put the power down on the top side of the racetrack. He'll drive by the number 8 machine of Corey Tesner. Corey Tesner fighting hard down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Tyler Bickford, your race leader here, driving that number 07 machine. Pulling away from the rest of the pack here. Steven Shretland trailing hard. Danny Miles all over his backbone. Battle for the second place spot here. They've got to get it together here. Danny Miles all over the back bumper. Steven Shretland. Steven Shretland keeps it on the bottom side of the racetrack. Danny Miles fights hard off too. Showtime Chase Johnson up 2 spots from the final spot he started in. Trying to make something shake here at the Huset Speedway. He'll stay on the bottom side of the racetrack to the inside of the number 57 of Kevin Ritchie, excuse me. Ty Kernan on the inside of James Fountain here. No inch to spare here at the Huset Speedway. 3/4 mile bull ring. Packed with compacted mud here. Cookie style, you know, you name it. Tyler Bickford continues to lead him here. 12 laps in the book at the Huset Speedway. Corey Tesner trying to make something shake on the bottom side. Fighting hard for the 5th place spot. And that's James Fountain and Landon Huff. Excuse me, Ty Kernan and James Fountain fighting hard for that 5th place, 6th place spot now. James Fountain try to slide up in front of the number 93. He will. The number 93 of Ty Kernan. 2 Carolina kids battling it out here at the Huset Speedway. 14 laps in the book, coming to 15 next time around here in the All-Out Dirt Tour. James Fountain to the top side of the racetrack. All of these guys looking to stay bottom. Caution flag is in the air, folks. Let's back that ass up here as we do on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Not sure what happened. It's like Jimmy Watson possibly. Caution flag is in the air. Oh, it's going to be the 93 of Ty Kernan. Back that ass up as his tire goes rolling here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel across the racetrack. That's the number 93 of Ty Kernan from Mooresville, North Carolina. We was just talking about him battling hard with James Fountain. Ty Kernan gets up into the fence, smashes the right side of that number 93 machine. Let's take a look here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel exactly what happened. Flex the outside wall, drives it up the outside. One fast repair here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. The right side of that car seemed to be destroyed. Yeah, there it is. Tire loose here on the racetrack, the Huset Speedway. Ty Kerner will take it down to the bank, and if he can get it down the pit road, use that fast repair, he won't have the tow. Looks like Tyler Bickford still going to be your race leader here, the Huset Speedway. We're under caution for the first time. Tyler Bickford's led them all so far. Danny Miles in the second place spot right behind him. Steven Shretland rounds out the third place spot with Corey Tesner in the fourth place spot with Landon Huffman. And that fifth final point span spot here. 14 laps in the book out of 50 live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, Danny Miles on the outside in the second place spot. Tyler Bickford still your race leader here in his Smith's Outdoor number 07 machine. He'll lead them back to the restart zone here. Be on his move here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. There you are, live back here at the Huset Speedway in the All-Out Dirt Tour. Caution laps do not count. Tyler Bickford still out front here. Danny Miles fighting hard on the outside. Can he get there? Battle for the race lead here. 15 laps in the book, 16 now on the board. 21 of Danny Miles to the bottom side of the racetrack. Look underneath Tyler Bickford. We're right on board with the 21 of Danny Miles from Brandon, Mississippi. Excuse me. As he tries to run down the race leader of Tyler Bickford on the top side of the racetrack, trying to make something shake out of two. Track seems to be slicking off here. 18 laps in. Danny Miles taking it to the top side of the racetrack. Tyler Bickford hogging the bottom side of the racetrack. He'll scoot up in front of the 21. Danny Miles trying to get below and make something shake here at the Huset Speedway. James Fountain up to the 5th place spot, up 2 places from the restart here. 2 laps already underneath his belt from the restart. Moving fast here is James Fountain from Greenville, South Carolina. Showtime Chase Johnson, bad fast here. The slick mud, the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Up 4 spots already from the restart. Got a hellacious one. Chase Johnson so far hard charger of the night, moving through the field, up 4 spots. Started in the last place spot, currently sits 7, trying to make something shake. He takes it to the top side of the racetrack by the number 11, Landon Huffman. James Fountain takes it to the top side of the racetrack. Here comes Corey Tesner, the 8 machine, battling hard door to door with the number 14 to Steven Shretland. James Fountain takes about 3 wide for a second, bails, and he'll go out of the corner nice and neatly. Corey Tesner on the bottom side of the racetrack, tucked up against the berm. He'll scoot up, trying to make room. There's nothing to go. Battle on our hand here for the 5th place spot between Landon Huff and Corey Tesner. Showtime Chase Johnson looks to the bottom side of Corey Tesner. These 2 guys from Greer, South Carolina are going to battle it out. A couple of Carolina kids trying to put on a show on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Chase Johnson slides to the back bumper of the 8 car. Corey Tesner slides to the bottom side of the 11. And Landon Huff, they'll be 3 wide and they use the Speedway down the back stretch. Door banging. Chase Johnson will slide on the top side of the racetrack. Landon Huff will see the best of it. He'll slide. He'll get down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Corey Tesner falls back. Corey Tesner driving like he's pissed off somebody stole it. He'll get the 11 to Landon Huff and shove out of the corner. Trying to put the power down. He'll drive right by Landon Huff. Tipper seen to be flaring here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Corey Tesner, Chase Johnson on the move here to the bottom side of James Fountain. Slide job out of 4. Showtime Chase Johnson from Greer, South Carolina. 7 spots now. definitely the hard charger up to this point. 21 laps to go here at the All-Out Dirt Tour season kickoff at the Huset Speedway. I mean, 30 laps are almost in the book. Chase Johnson on a move here. Tyler Bickford still your race leader. Danny Miles trying to make something shake here. Got to keep it underneath them with 20 laps remaining here. Still a lot of racing to slide around here at the Huset Speedway. James Fountain, Chase Johnson looking to make it 3 wide off turn 2 again. Chase Johnson down the bottom side of the racetrack. Steven Sherretlin was your pole sitter, currently sitting in the 4th place spot. Him and Chase Johnson bang doors off 4. Down in the turn 2, Sherretlin will shove Chase Johnson to the top side. Chase Johnson having none of it, moving here at the Huset Speedway. Here comes Corey Rittodd Tesner. Steven Sherretlin goes around. Caution flag will fly here at the Huset Speedway. We'll back that ass up as we do here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. That's the 14. What's the pole sitter? Set quick time tonight. Quick time. We've seen him, Corey Tesner, James Fountain, and Chase Johnson putting on a hellacious show here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Let's take a look and see what happens. Steven Sherretlin gives Chase Johnson no other room. Chase Johnson has no other choice. Sitting him down on the bottom side of the racetrack, sliding through your living room. 14 to Steven Sherretlin will go around. The caution flag will fly. And these guys will catch the other back end of the field. Tyler Bickford, still your race leader. Peter the pace car will pull back out on the racetrack. 18 laps remaining here in the All-Out Dirt Tour. Season kickoff at the Huset Speedway. Caution laps do not count. Danny Miles rounding out the 2nd place spot. He'll get one more chance to jump at the back bumper of Tyler Bickford on a restart. Showtime Chase Johnson up 8 spots here. From the current start of where he was at, definitely trying to secure that hard charger spot. If he can get a win underneath this bed, it'll do even one better. Steven Sherretlin will bring out the caution flag for the 2nd time tonight here. He'll pull down the pit road, I'd expect. Get that race car nice and patched up. James Fountain from Greenville, South Carolina, putting on a show with Corey Tesner, battling hard for that 4th place spot. It doesn't show you how much it means to these guys on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Couldn't tell you what it does here. Battles all over this beautiful racetrack. Who's going to win tonight's event? Go ahead and lock themselves into the playoffs. Will it be the number 07 of Tyler Bickford or Brandon, Mississippi's Danny Miles, the 19-year-old? Won everything on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, dirt-related so far. You've seen it, you watched, you know Danny Miles knows how to get it done here in the mud pit. Steven Sherretlin going to stay out on the racetrack with that damaged 14 nutrient machine of his. James Fountain around out the 3rd place spot. Showtime Chase Johnson to get the 4th place spot on the outside. Tyler Bickford will bring him back to the restart zone. Hopefully we can get the closure of tonight's event on the other side of this restart. Tyler Bickford led them all here so far. Besides the one Steven Sherretlin got, we're back green in Huset. Tyler Bickford will stay on the bottom side of the racetrack just like he has done all night. Danny Miles will look back to the top side of the racetrack. Here comes Chase Johnson. He's got something to say. He'll slide across the back bumper of Danny Miles. Steven Sherretlin might have to pay for not going to fix the top side of that race car after slamming around with Chase Johnson. He'll manage to be able to keep it on the bottom side of the racetrack, but Corey Tesner and Chase Johnson will just slide by on the top side of the racetrack, trying to run down the race leader, Danny Miles, on the bottom side. Battle for the race lead here with 15 laps to go at the Huset Speedway. Danny Miles looking for a slide job over Tyler Bickford. Won't get it across the front stretch. 14 laps remaining. 46 laps in the books here. 36, excuse me. Danny Miles will look back to the top side of the racetrack. These guys starting to slick off, ride the wall here at the Huset Speedway. Tyler Bickford will close the door down the bottom side of the racetrack. No other choice. James Fountain loose out of the corner. Steven Sherretlin battling that race car. Landon Huff all over the bottom side here. He'll try to make the slide job over the 14 to Steven Sherretlin. He'll do it off turns into turns 1 and 2. Drive right around the number 14. Battling the handling conditions here. We'll slide back to the race lead. 12 laps remaining here in the All-Out Dirt Tour season kickoff at the Huset Speedway. Danny Miles sliding into turns 2, trying to make something shake. Slide job from Corey Tesner all over Showtime Chase Johnson. They're back to door banging into turns 3 and 4 across the front stretch here. 10 laps coming to 9 laps remaining. This time around in the Huset's dirt season kickoff on the All-Out Dirt Tour. Chase Johnson look to the bottom side of Corey Tesner. Corey Tesner ripping to the top side of the racetrack. He'll scrape the wall. Chase Johnson will move in front of him with the slide job. Chase Johnson will take the 4th place spot away from the 3rd place spot away from Corey Tesner. Up 8 spots. Showtime Chase Johnson over the number 8, from the start of the spot, up 8 spots, excuse me. Now he's battling with the 8 machine of Corey Tesner. 8 laps remaining. Look back here for the battle for the lead. Tyler Bickford pulling away from Danny Miles with 8 laps remaining. Showtime Chase Johnson will get around the number 8 of Corey Riptide Tesner, excuse me. Trying to make something shake here with 7 laps remaining. James Fountain on the top side of the racetrack. He's got a bumper he wants to play as well. Steven Sharetlin door-to-door here with Jimmy Watson off turns 3 and 4. Jimmy Watson will throw the slide job on the 14. Wasn't the cleanest, but it'll get it done. The number 1 of Jimmy Watson will throw it down the bottom side of the racetrack. Ty Kernan brought out tonight's second caution of the night. First caution of the night, lost his right front tire, got his fast repair back up to the 9th place spot, trying to make something shake. Showtime Chase Johnson down the bottom side. Tyler Bickford pulling away from Danny Miles here at the Huset Speedway. 4 laps remaining. Looking to lock himself in the playoffs with a win here. Danny Miles on the bottom side trying to close the gap. There's the battle box for the night's event right there with 4 laps remaining. Tyler Bickford is going to do something. He's got to go down. Trying to extend it out to a second lead, but Danny Miles keeps closing it up. Great corner off turn 2 for Danny Miles. He'll throw it down the bottom side of the racetrack into turns 3 and 4. 2 laps remain here at the Huset Speedway. White flag next time around. Corey Tesner closing the gap over Showtime Chase Johnson. James Fountain sticking to the top side of the racetrack, painting the Mona Lisa on the wall. Chase Johnson into turns 3 and 4. Corey Tesner looking to make something shake. White flag in the air for Tyler Bickford, your race leader here. Putting on a show on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, and his Smith's Outdoors machine will slide down the bottom side of the racetrack through 3 and 4 for the final time of the night. Checker flag will be in the air for the 07 of Tyler Bickford. Danny Miles will round out the 2nd place spot. Showtime Chase Johnson and Corey Tesner will round out the 3rd, 4th, 5th place spot will go to Kevin Ritchie. The 6th place spot will go to James Fountain. Landon Huff will get that 7th place spot. Ty Kernan will bring it home in the 8th place spot. Jimmy Watson goes around here at the end, tore up that race car. He'll get that 9th place spot. Steven Sharetlin will get the 10th place spot. Nicholas Maynard will round out the tail end of the field. Ladies and gentlemen, what an event for tonight. Tyler Bickford, your race leader, damn near leads the whole event here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. He will round out and win tonight's event. Danny Miles, your 2nd place driver. Nicholas Maynard will drive by, conclude these guys. We'll round out the 2nd silver spot for tonight's event. Showtime Chase Johnson will round out machine up. Definitely the hard charger for tonight's event. Up 8 spots from his starting spot as he drove from the 11th place spot to get for the 3rd podium spot tonight. But all eyes will be on Tyler Bickford here in Victory Lane at the season kickoff for the Huset Speedway for the All-Out Dirt Tour. Danny Miles will round out that 2nd place spot. Wasn't able to get that 371st career win here tonight at the Huset Speedway. And Showtime Chase Johnson brings on that 3rd place podium spot. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll bring up the final results here one more time for the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Dirty folks here. Tyler Bickford wins tonight's event, the season kickoff at the Huset Speedway. Danny Miles rounds out the 2nd place spot in his number 27, or 21, excuse me, Nitro Speed Shop machine. Chase Johnson brings it home, hard charging through the field. His Chase Johnson Racing number 5 machine. Corey Tesner banging doors with Showtime Chase Johnson all over this Bull Ring racetrack. Definitely brought some beautiful racing here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Excuse me. Kevin Ritchie will bring home that 5th final final points paying spot, excuse me, the number 57 machine. James Fountain brings home his number 9 machine in the 6th place spot. Landon Huff definitely was battling hard with the rest of those guys in the back. Will bring it home in the 7th place spot. Ty Kernan in the number 93 will bring it home in the 8th place spot. Jimmy Watson goes around there on the checker flag. His number 3 machine was able to score the 9th place spot. Steven Sharetlin brings out the caution flag. Doesn't go pit. Stays out. It'll cost him. He'll drop from the 3rd place spot to the 10th place spot. And the kid, Nicholas Maynard, didn't see much action out of him tonight, riding around there. Believe he didn't get involved himself in anything tonight. Nicholas Maynard round out the tail end of the field. And that'll do it here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, live from the Huset Speedway. You see Fred the Flagman flagging down the ghosts, telling everybody they can't stay here, but they got to go. Live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We appreciate you guys joining in. We'll be back 2 weeks here to get dirty again on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Make sure you smash that like button, press that follow button, so you don't miss a thing here live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel.